wasn't a bishop.
I would like to hear what's wrong with the arguments that I put forward. Nobody has actually said what's wrong with it.
I would like to know why this is not an example of the new atheists doing what Lord Harries has described as avoiding the strongest possible arguments from the opposition.
I have always said when invited to do debates that I will be happy to debate a bishop, a cardinal, a pope, an archbishop.
Dawkins has debated academics, including, for example, John Lennox.
But that I don't take on creationists.
How old is the world?
13.7 billion years.
I'm not advocating creation science here of any sort. I'm offering a philosophical argument for the existence of God, and it's quite consistent with having methodological naturalism within science.
The Banana Man's partner, Kirk Cameron, was supposed to be debating with me on the Bill O'Reilly show. I, for once, departed from my usual rule, and my publisher persuaded me it was good. They said, all right, I'll do it. And I don't take on people whose only claim to fame is that they are professional debaters. They've got to have something more than that.
The letter that Dawkins sent back said, I don't know who William Lane Craig is.
He is a philosopher. He's been published in many philosophical journals. He has similar credentials to A.C. Grayling.
And while a debate with Craig might look good on Craig's resume, it wouldn't look good on mine.
He won't debate perhaps the most armed example of Christian apologetics, if we can put it like that.
Well, I think it would be a very good dialogue. I have published critiques of his arguments in the God Delusion, and so far as I know, he's not cared to respond to these either, even in print.
Second problem with Dawkins' objections.
They've got to have something more than that. I'm busy.
Sorry.
I'm busy.
We have not managed to pull that one off.
That has prompted some people, including an atheist philosopher at Oxford University, Daniel Kame, to accuse Richard Dawkins of cowardice in refusing to debate Jude. He has debated pastors, he has debated cultural commentators, he debated Pastor Ted Haggard.
These are academic forums where one concentrates on the arguments and counter-arguments, the truth of the premises of those arguments and objections to them.
Accordingly, in tonight's debate, I'm going to defend two basic contentions. First,
we have to fight very hard to let people say things even if they're crazy. And let's face it, most of the people getting up in pulpits every Sunday or whatever day of the week are saying things that seem to us pretty crazy.
You stand up for yourself.
Stand up for myself.
Exactly, yeah.
I'm very happy to be debating Dr. Craig, the one Christian apologist who seems to have put the fear of God into many of my fellow atheists.
All right. The fact is that I haven't sought to have this debate with Dawkins. This has been set up by these independent groups. I've actually never set up any debate. It's always been simply a response to the invitation of groups on campus.
I'm busy.
What they plan to do at the Sheldonian Theatre in Oxford is set up the stage for a debate format with an empty table, an empty chair, where Dawkins will be given the opportunity to the last minute to show up and join in the debate. But if he doesn't, then I'll simply give a lecture criticizing his arguments in the God Delusion against the existence of God.
Does this bother you that he won't debate you?
Frankly, no. The expectations on me would be so high. This is something that other organizations and persons have tried to put together. I'd welcome it, but I'm not seeking it.
And then the next thing I knew, Kirk Cameron had withdrawn. Maybe he had a very good reason. I'm not saying anything.